Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers. Today we're going to be doing another budget-friendly Catalina. This is going to be the 184 RBS. This is a really nice open floor plan for a couple. It's under that 25-foot mark, which is really nice, so it's lightweight. You get one slide. This does have a Murphy bed, so you get a ton of floor space in this thing. So like always, we're going to do the specs first. It takes me 1 minute to do those specs, and then we'll dive inside. Let's go, guys. All right, the basic specs on this 2024 Catalina 184 RBS. Your unloaded weight is 4,526 pounds. Your cargo carrying capacity is 3,056 pounds, which brings your fully loaded weight to 7,582 pounds. Your hitch weight is 582 pounds. Your length is 23 feet 6 inches. Your exterior width is 8 feet. Your exterior height is 10 feet 1 inch, including the AC. Your tanks, your freshwater tank is 44 gallons, your gray water tank is 30 gallons, and your black water tank is 30 gallons. Let's jump inside. All right, let's head inside of this. A trailer under 25 feet for two. Really nice floor plan. Being under that 25-foot mark can be nice. You know, it's not such a big trailer that you're towing around. And you know, I love the Murphy beds because it just gives you so much floor space. Check this out. Tons of floor space because of that Murphy bed. You know, if you have guests that are staying with you, you know, they have a tent outside and the weather gets bad and you kind of need to accommodate them. They could come inside, you could put your bed up and then they're not sitting on your bed, but you got a nice couch right there for them. It's really easy to set up and down. I love Murphy beds. It just gives you a lot more space whenever, you know, you're hanging out during the day and you just need a little extra floor space for guests or for yourselves. Look at all that. This does have one slide out right here to the left of me. You could tell because of the framing of it. So your whole theater seating area is pushed out with this nice little pantry area. So deep cabinets right here for sure. I can't even touch the back of that. Tons of cabinet space right here. I love this floor plan because they give you the comfortable theater seating. These things are really comfortable. You got your cup holders on each side. And then they do recline obviously, but you got a nice charging port for your phone. So you just set your phone there, it'll charge it for you. Just a little area to put your remotes. And then you got another one down here. But I love this floor plan because of how everything is positioned. They positioned the couch in a really nice spot. So check it out. You got your, it does not come with the TV, but that's where it goes. So it has the backer board. You could just hang your mount up there and place a nice TV right there. But look at, it's in a perfect spot. You can see it. It's right in front of you. It's not in an awkward position. I almost prefer this bar table setup because it gives you way more space than the dinette. So if you're not really having to sleep an extra person, this is, I think, the way to go because of all the floor space you get because it's not a dinette. And not to mention, it gives you more counter space, which is really nice. And you could kind of just put these wherever you want. You know, you could put them in the storage if you don't need to use them. And then it just allows all this space to be utilized in a different way. You got a nice big storage area right here. This bar table area is pretty big too, like plate right there. I mean, this one's kind of small, but it'll definitely fit a good sized plate. You can eat here comfortably, and you got your window right there that opens. And then you got a cabinet up here. And like I said, this is where your TV will go. So that's not a bad size TV that you could place right there. To the right, you got your gas electric fridge. So separate freezer, which is nice. And then check out this kitchen. Don't worry, I'm going to do the Murphy bed at the end so that way you can check that out. We're going to work our way back and then I'll do the bed last. But check out this kitchen area right here. Tons of counter space right here. And then you got cabinets all the way across for your plates and bowls, pots and pans. So I like the way this kitchen setup is. Got your microwave, pretty standard. Your light and fan hood combo. And then a 2-top burner. This is plenty, I think. 2-top burner, and it just gives you more counter space than the 3-top. So if counter space is important to you and you only need 2 burners, that you might want to go for that because of all the counter space it allows you to have. And then you have some good storage down here for pots and pans, things like that. If you notice, all of your appliances are GE, so it's all good name brand appliances. You got GE stovetop, you got your GE microwave, and then you also got a GE roof mounted AC. So it's not a bunch of random brands thrown together. They give you name brand stuff, which I like about Catalina. You got another cabinet space down here, easy access to your plumbing. The sink is a little smaller than this. They could have done the farm style sink, I feel like. So it's always a give and take with travel trailers. I tell customers this all the time. You get one thing, but you lose another sometimes. Like in this instance, you get tons of counter space. Look at that. Lots of counter space, but then you get a smaller sink. So it's kind of one of those things where you got to decide what's important to you when you get to this size of trailer. When you get under that 25-foot mark, you really got to pick out some things that are important to you. So if counter space is important to you, maybe this sink will work for you. But if you want a bigger sink, maybe you need to sacrifice a little of the counter space. But definitely you can fit a plate in here, not a problem. It's just not the big farm style, which I like. Got a nice metal faucet. So they give you really nice windows in the kitchen area. You got one to the left that opens, and then you got one right in front of the sink, so you can kind of see out of both areas if you're in here in the kitchen area cooking or cleaning up. I think that's a good sized kitchen, honestly. It's kind of just tucked away back here too, which I like. And then the Murphy bed, you got that second couch, which is nice if you have extra guests, like I was saying. These are really easy to set up and down. I would prefer a Murphy bed if I was in anything 25 feet and under. It just makes sense. It's easier. You get tons of space, like by getting the Murphy bed. You got some storage underneath here. They give you these nice little baskets to put stuff in, which I always love that they do. But really easy to get this to turn into a bed. So all you got to do is flip this up. That lays flat, and then you bring your bed down right here. So very nice. And then, you know, if you have people come into your room, your trailer, you don't have them just sitting on your bed. You have them on the couch. So we'll set this back up real quick. All right, there you go. So pretty simple. Nothing crazy. So we'll go to the bathroom area now. Good sized bathroom. Really nice. Let's turn this light on right here. All right. Good sized sink to actually brush your teeth and wash your hands. You got some storage below. I love that they actually gave you a sink in this size of trailer. You'll be surprised when you look around. Sometimes they don't even put a sink in the bathroom. Either it's because of weight or they just don't have the room. So definitely keep an eye out for that when you're looking at trailers. Sometimes they will not have a sink in it and you won't notice it. And then you'll buy one and be like, what the heck? So let's see how much space we got sitting down on this toilet. I like to do that. So it's not terrible, but it's not a lot either. See, and then behind me, plenty of shoulder room right here. So I mean, this will work. It's always a give and take. You got a bigger kitchen because of this, but it's not super bad. And then your shower's a good size. Definitely won't be able to fit 2 people in that, but decent. You know, in this type of floor plan too, it's just for 2 people. So I mean, get out, dry off where you have to. It's no big deal. But I would prefer having the sink in here than not having the sink. So you could have gotten more space if they didn't put the sink in this. Like I was just telling you, usually in this size of trailer, they will not put a sink in here. But In this one, you do get the sink, so you lose a little bit of the floor space. So it's up to you. What would you prefer, the sink or more floor space? But not bad at all. Definitely enough room to get in, shower, do your business. And then you got all this floor space out here. You're not in the bathroom all day, but you are out here a lot of the time. So I would prefer that bathroom over a bigger bathroom and not get all of this extra floor space. So if you're someone that wants a trailer with a lot more floor space, a lot more room in the kitchen area, then this would be a perfect one for you, just because of the simple fact that they did take a little bit of the room out of the bathroom to give it to you out here. So really nice floor plan. You got plenty of windows in this trailer, like I told you, in the back. You have the ones in the kitchen. You got one right here. You got one right behind the theater seating. And then, you, like I said, you got one right at the bar table area, which is really nice. You can look out, relax. Over here is your control panel for the trailer. So all your lights, your water heater, water pump, things like that. You can see where your tanks are at when they're, you know, if your battery's low or anything like that. Real easy. And then you got JBL speakers, inside and outside speakers. So you can pick different zones depending on where you're at. The speaker is right up there in the corner. And if you notice, one thing I like about Catalina is if we turn these lights off and then turn them on, some trailers you have to keep all the lights on when you turn them on. These you could actually turn them off individually, which I love. You know, you don't want to have all your lights on if you're just relaxing, kicking back, reading a book or something. So I love that they do that. When you look around at this price point, definitely keep an eye out for certain things. Like, I would prefer the roof mounted AC versus the wall mounted. You know, you have that big old box hanging off the side of your trailer. They just don't work as good. Much better to get the roof mounted. And then you do have a gas heater. So this is gas, it's not an electric heater. Some trailer companies out there, they'll put electric heaters, and I would not want that, because you'd only be able to use it when you're out, either when you're plugged in or you have a generator, because it's an electric heater. Gas heater is the way to go. You know, if you wanted to use electric, just bring a space heater along. That's what I say. So if you're at a campground, then yes, that would be the time to use an electric heater, because you're already paying for the electricity, so you might as well use it. So bring a space heater along sometimes. That's nice. What do you guys think? Overall, really fun floor plan. Definitely gives you enough space for two. We're going to head outside now. This is kind of a quicker walkthrough. I'm trying to do a lot of these budget-friendly tow behinds, you know, because not everyone is looking for one of these $500,000 fifth wheels or motorhomes. You know, some people just want a nice trailer to go out on the weekend. So nice big awning on the outside. Huge awning. You got the LED lights. I didn't turn them on, but there's LED lights that run across the entire length of the awning. You got your outdoor speakers. I believe, let's check if this has it, an outdoor kitchen. Oh yeah, that's nice. Outdoor kitchens are cool. They give you a little bit of everything in this one. So you got your flat top griddle and outside fridge right here. So that's pretty sweet. You know, you could cook all your stuff out here instead of stinking up the trailer, depending on what it is. So really nice that they give you that kitchen. Cook out here. This thing sits pretty high. Look, I should have brought a tape measure, but it is definitely sitting high. As you could see, the leaf springs are on top of the axles, so this thing has some clearance, a lot of clearance. Here is your propane connection right here. So that'll just tie into your flat top griddle. And then you got the manual crank down stabilizers. These are just stabilizers, so that way when you're walking in it, the trailer isn't moving around on you. Best tip to give is just get a socket and a drill, and this thing will go down just as fast as if they're electric. One other thing I like about the manual ones is they are not expensive to replace. So if you drag one, you know, you're in a hard place you got a deep incline, and then you drag the back of your trailer by accident and you rip one of these off, it's so cheap to get these replaced versus the electric ones. whoo, it's thousands. Like, those things are not cheap. So sometimes simple is better. You know, if you like to go off the beaten path and it gets a little rugged out there, maybe simple's better. You got your leash link right here for the dog. That's just for the fridge components in there. They do give you this table right here, and it's for inside. So if you wanted to put a table in front of the couch, they give you that. The storage isn't super huge, so it's not a pass-through storage because the water heater is probably on the other side. We'll check. But it's not terrible either. I love Catalinas. They are just built really well for the price point too. You know, they give you a lot of stuff on these. Like even the black tank flush. It seems like a simple thing, but it's nice that they add that because you don't have to drag a hose through your entire trailer to your toilet to clean out your black tank. You just stick your water hose up to this, and then there's jets in the tank that will kind of make sure you flushed everything out of that black tank. It is a fully walk-on roof, even though it doesn't have the ladder. It will support your weight. They don't add the ladder now, you have to buy it separately, but you can walk on this roof. Usually at this price point, you cannot walk on the roof, or they just don't want you getting on the roof. Your drains are sitting nice and high off the ground, so one less thing that you have to worry about dragging. It's the black tank is the thicker one, and then the gray one is the smaller one, and then you got the labels obviously right here for that too. You got your 30 amp plug, so when you're at a KOA campground or plugging into a generator. You got your city water, and then your one slide. There's your water heater, so that's why you don't get the pass-through storage, because the water heater's right here, and then your potable water, so when you're dry camping. Catalina. I love this product. I sell the fire out of these things. They are really, really nice trailers for the price, and people seem to be very happy with them. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick tour on this couples coach, the Catalina 184 RBS. Really fun floor plan if you're wanting more of an open floor plan with more floor space because of the Murphy bed and then the one slide. I think this is a great floor plan for two, and if you can't tow anything super heavy, this thing's light, and it's also not super long, so you'll be able to go to a lot more places. It'll be easier to tow. Just overall a lot better experience towing it as well. So I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. We're doing fantastic. We're growing. I'm really pumped about that. I have so many trailers on the way, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, I do a new tour every single day. So like always, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks.